Hi. So I'm getting really good at this car vlogging thing. Seems like when I have a few minutes to chat with you guys, I'm in the car. So I just finished my first week of work and I survived. I'm really not feeling so great right now. I've got a pretty intense headache that I've had all day and a lot of pain in my ribs and my upper back and my neck and just a lot of muscle stuff and some shooting nerve pains and things like that, but nothing that a lot of you aren't already acquainted with. I'm definitely tired, but I know that I'm gonna adjust to getting up at 5 a.m. and it's only 3 days a week. This week was a long week, and the next week is a little bit longer as well because there's a lot of training that goes into caring for developmentally disabled kids. They live in a group home, and there are 4 of them, and today was my first day that I was really feeling like, well, I was by myself and doing the job, and I got hit and squeezed and my glasses ripped off my face a few times, but nothing that wasn't tolerable. I really like it. I'm really excited. There's a lot to learn and it's quite the learning curve, but I'm really thankful. I will tell you, and I know it's kind of redundant because I've said it recently, but I'm really surprised at the fear that I've had in regards to having a job, because the more that I'm there, the more attached I'm getting to the kids and the more excited I am for the opportunity, and obviously having another income will be really helpful. And so it's so weird to have a condition that could at any time, crash and make it so I'm not able. And Darren was really good. He's like, well, what exactly do you think might happen that would keep you from being able to do your job exactly? And it really kind of set me at ease because I realized, well, okay, so I have pain, and I experienced that the last 2 days of, excuse me, of the hiccups, of working through pain. And involuntary movements for the last year or so, they've been not really like constant, but more reactionary to some sort of trigger. So more like something hurt and then I'll shake and it's like that's it, instead of like a state of perpetual shaking. And then the other thing I guess that was the biggest concern for me would be like my legs not working properly again and having them give out on me, because this is a 2-story house and there are stairs and it's go 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 all day. You're following these kids, but it kind of set me at ease to kind of think through my fears and talk about them instead of just throwing them out there and being like, oh no. So that was good. Okay, this is crazy. So before I got FND 2 years ago, I had in mind getting a couple tattoos on my outer forearm and one on each arm, and it took me a while to decide on proper spelling and font and things like that. And then having FND, I didn't move forward with it because pain is one of my biggest triggers, and I thought that's a bad combination: pain, trigger, movement, permanent. So, and then it just was not a priority. Well, I am going today in 3 hours to get my tattoos done. And I will not lie to you, I am completely nervous about them being so painful that it could trigger me into a down cycle and make my symptoms closer to the surface or more prone to having symptoms. I'm hoping the fact that the gun is silent, this guy has a silent tattoo gun, and also the fact that I'm expecting the pain to make it less likely that I'm going to react. If you're wondering, I can Well, I'll show you them later, I suppose. But they're two of my favorite names of God, and one of them is Yahweh Em Kadesh, which means the Lord who sanctifies you and kind of sets you apart or makes you holy, and the other one is Yahweh Rapha, which means the Lord who heals you. And it's more of like a spiritual healing, but he's also, the way I look at it, has been more of like a spiritual healing, but on even a practical level, he is a God that heals on a physical level. And that's not to say that we don't have long suffering or challenges in life, but just that for me, they kind of tied together so nicely, because it's almost that in the difficulty with health and struggles, that God is still going to heal me spiritually and even physically one day, even if it's not in this life. And then also he's used my health troubles and trials to kind of grow me, change me, shape me, and set me apart and sanctify me like the other one. So they're really special to me. I'm almost 35 and I don't have any tattoos, because I always said I'm not passionate enough about any one thing to put it on my body permanently like that. But God doesn't change, and he remains true, and I am comfortable with that kind of tattoo. So I'm nervous but excited. I'm also like non-committal, like, oh my goodness, this is permanent, and what if, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And yeah. Do you guys have tattoos? Some of you might. I hear they're addicting, so we'll see what happens after these. My sister is already like, oh, we have to get like sister tattoos. And Darren's like, what? You're already planning more? I'm like, we'll see. Let's get through these ones. But I'm definitely hoping that I'm not going to have issues afterward. And I'm definitely hoping that I'm tough enough to withstand the pain. I think so. We go through so much pain. What's a little more, right? So yeah, I just thought I would share that I get nervous and worried and concerned about things, and I just have to try to be reasonable and, you know, sort out what's irrational fear and what's reasonable, and kind of make some game plans for dealing with those things, and take each day one at a time, right? Because it's so easy to be concerned for various reasons about things to come, and I don't think that really helps us very much. So if I could give you encouragement to just take things one day at a time, and don't fill your mind, if you can help it, with a bunch of fear or worry about what's to come, because that doesn't help. Just one day at a time. So I will let you know how it went, and I'm definitely going to enjoy my next few days. I think I don't work again till Wednesday. I have training. So I'm hoping to rest and kind of let these puppies heal when I'm done, and then I will have to show them to you. And I know that we love people from every different kind of walk in life, and so we're not having issues with that. Oh, Darren's calling, but he'll have to wait a second. So I don't want you to think like, oh, they believe this, and so I shouldn't be here or follow them. It's not like that at all. But I know some people were interested in our faith journey, and so I think we will probably do a couple of videos, kind of just how we came to faith in God, and how our faith has been affected through pretty serious health stuff. So look forward to that coming out sometime soon as well. So hope you guys have a really excellent day wherever you're at. Try to stay positive one day at a time, and it always helps to, like, when you're feeling down and struggling, to just go through and count as many of the blessings that you do have to kind of pick you up and keep you positive and hopeful. So if you like the video, you can give it a thumbs up down below. Please leave a comment if you want, and subscribe if you want to see when our videos come out again. I would love that. We're three subscribers away from 200, and that's pretty exciting. So all right, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.